Fighting of goats. Very interesting topic. Ajāyuddhamṛiṣhiśhrāddhaṃ, fighting of goats. ṛiṣhi śhrāddhaṃ, the cremation of a ṛiṣhi. Prabhāte meghaḍambaram, in the morning, the rumbling of the clouds. Dampatyoḥ kalahaśchaiva, like the fighting of a married couple. Pariṇāme na kiñchana. So now let's look at that. So goats or rams would just fight for, sometimes they just get itchy in their head, and they just want to scratch. And they will fight, but they don't fight to death, by the way. They will fight for, proving who is stronger or who is more powerful. And a ṛiṣhi is a person who is not bound by the norms of the society, because he is beyond all the varna, all the caste, all the things. That person is just a boon to society, and we are all just glad the person even is among us. That person has no śhrāddha, because that person is amar, so to speak, has gone beyond the qualifications, beyond the rules and obligations of the society. So there is no śhrāddha of a ṛiṣhi. There's no mourning for a ṛiṣhi. There's no remembrance of, this is the 5627th year of so-and-so's death. No. So the ṛishis are never treated in that way. They are class apart. They are the super brains of any society. And they are never mourned. So there is no śhrāddha done for a ṛiṣhi. You do śhrāddha, which is paying oblations to your ancestors who have passed. But there is no śhrāddha done for a ṛiṣhi. Prabhāte meghaḍambaram. Now, I don't know if it applies all over the world, but it seems to have applied at least in India, at least historically, that the rumbling clouds in the morning usually don't bring rain. They are white clouds, they are light clouds, fluffy, and they don't bring much of a rain. They might make some noise, but they just pass away. Similarly, dampatyoḥ kalahaśchaiva, and similarly the squabbles of married couple, they keep happening. I mean, they don't result in anything. Nowadays, yes, it actually can keep escalating because people have less patience, less similar background, upbringing, so they don't know the expectations from each other. Usually in the traditional society, and I'm saying again usually or generally, people married within similar backgrounds and they had similar expectations, or at least they knew what is expected of somebody in a certain situation. Similar backgrounds, so rich people marrying with rich people, carpenters marrying with carpenters, scholars marrying with scholars, and warriors marrying with warriors. They have similar upbringings, values, or whatever. So it's little easy on a married life. And now obviously we don't believe in any of these things and just love at first sight and I'll marry whoever I choose to. Love at first sight is simply lust, not love. People say love at first sight. You cannot love a person because you don't even know the person. You just look at the face or just the way they smile or walk. I mean, that's not knowing a person. So today's couples fights could be not necessarily of no use. They might actually result, and then you do see that a lot of divorce rates increasing in all societies. But what does this say is the fighting of goats, the cremation of a ṛiṣhi, the śhrāddha of a ṛiṣhi, the sounds, the rumblings of the morning clouds, and the fights or squabbles of a married couple, they have no purpose. They don't bring a result. So it's not like who won, or is there a purpose of the śhrāddha of a ṛiṣhi, or did some rain happen? So in couple squabble, yeah, the husband usually loses, but it never ends, right? Nobody learns, and there'll be another one pretty soon, things like that. So I thought it was very interesting to note that this is from 13th century, by the way, by śhrāraṅgadhara in his compilation of Subhashits. So even by the 13th century, situation had come that, spouses would be squabbling. So it's not something new that we think, even though in the 13th century, so much of similar families would be marrying. So everybody knows what is expected, and still there would be these differences and all. So fighting of goats, death rites of a rishi, rumbling of morning clouds, and squabbles of married couples have no purpose. This also means that married couple sometimes just fight for the heck of it. Hey, we didn't fight for some time. Let's do it. Okay, so